Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today is another episode of your OGR, as today is game 4 and I honestly don't have any more words for this team. The way that we started off the season has been very piss poor. The first 3 games were disappointing, but I thought the team would turn it around, and then Dave Tippett switched up the lineups to the point where we couldn't play to the level that we wanted to play, and we lost. We lost against the Montreal Canadiens once again, and this time it was a 3-1 game, and this was a game where we just couldn't get going. The first period, I felt like we played pretty well, but we weren't able to put anything up on the board. We had 7 power plays. We weren't able to score on 1. Chris Russell almost played on the power play for 3 goddamn minutes. That's 3 goddamn minutes too much. So there's a lot to dive into. Honestly, I've gotten mad. I have expressed my anger last night with how disappointed this team is. Some cases I definitely might get pissed off, especially at Darnell Nurse, who was standing there like a goddamn pylon when Shea Weber scored that goal that bounced off of Mika Koskinen. We're just gonna get into everything. So let's start off the first goal for the Montreal Canadiens, where Alexander Romanov scored from the point. This was one that Mika Koskinen needed to save. It really was. I give it to Mika Koskinen after that kind of rough first period he had. He bounced back in that second period and made some huge saves. Like, we were getting dominated in the second period, 18-7 for shots for the Montreal Canadiens. So he was huge going into the second period and still played really well going into the third as well. The problem was with how the team played, especially on the Shea Weber goal there in the second period. This was all the defense's fault on this case. So the way that it was going, I think Jeff Petrie was exploding down to the front of the net, I think it was, and he was going for it. He really was. But there was no goalie contact at first. There was the goal was waved off because of the fact that they thought there was goaltender interference when Jeff Petrie came in. But a matter of fact, no, Devin Shore just got stuck and stood there for half an hour. And then also, Darnell Nurse was like standing here like a goddamn blind man, fucking looking what he should do when he should just be going after Shea Weber. And I'm sorry if you're blind, I'm not meaning any jokes or anything, but Darnell Nurse was legit blind last night. I don't know what he was doing, honestly. I don't know, and I'm pretty pissed off how he played in that game. I was giving him huge support in the last episode, and especially now. Darnell Nurse needs to play better defense. And adding Chris Russell and Adam Lakeson is not going to help this team. Our biggest problem is 5-on-5, right? Biggest problem is 5-on-5. That was our biggest problem against the Chicago Blackhawks, and it's continuing here now. Do you think putting in Russell and fucking Lakeson is going to fix that? Let's take out Bear and Jones, 2 of our best puck-moving defensemen, compared to also Tyson Barrie. Cuckoo, Larson, and Darnell Nurse are supposed to be our great defensemen. These are guys that are going to be helping out Caleb Jones and Ethan Bear, but no. Nurse is playing like shit defensively. Adam Larson's nowhere to be found right now. He is playing the worst hockey I've ever seen this man play. And we picked this guy up for Taylor Hall. So Adam Larson, I don't know what has gotten into you, but you're playing like fucking shit, honestly. And then also, Slater Cuckoo, I love you. You had a decent game. But also Chris Russell. I hated him. Why do you play Chris Russell on the goddamn power play? What was the point of that? Dave Tippett, I don't know what he's honestly doing, but that was the stupidest shit I've ever seen in my life. The decisions, the coaching decisions he was making during that night was horrible. He never once tried the Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, Draisaitl, and Yamamoto line. Never once tried that line. Never. And that's a joke. That is an absolute joke to me. They barely even tried the McDavid Draisaitl line near the end. It was a joke of a game. Dave Tippett, I don't know what has gotten into him. He's on something else, smoking some crack or some shit, because the way he's been coaching lately has been absolute garbage. And this team needs to step it up. Taking Bear and Jones out of lineup was the dumbest idea yet by you, Dave Tippett. That was dumb. Teaching the young guys, Bear was playing better than Darnell Nurse. I'm sorry, Darnell Nurse. I love you, buddy, but Bear was playing better than Darnell Nurse. I know Caleb Jones has had a couple rough nights, but he's way better than Chris Russell or William Lelaxon. Those guys are meant to be for depth. Or maybe put one of them in the lineup. Maybe take Caleb Jones. Maybe put Chris Russell in. That is what you're supposed to do. Not take every goddamn puck-moving defenseman out of your lineup. Our 5-on-5 was complete garbage against the Montreal. We got dominated in every single goddamn period against this team because we weren't able to get the puck outside the zone. That was our biggest problem against the Montreal Canadiens on Saturday. But yeah, let's throw in Chris Russell and let's throw in William Lelaxon. I don't know what he was honestly thinking about that decision that he made. At first, I was like, you know, it might not be too bad. Maybe some solid defensive defensemen will be able to help us out a little bit. But no, it was a complete gong show. It was a dumb game. I hated it throughout the entire game. And in the third period, Luckinen got a shorthanded goal, which once again, it was just the power play being stupid. This is also what I want to talk about. No goals on 7 power plays, which also the refs were complete garbage last night. Honestly, they were absolutely terrible. But the power play was nowhere to be seen. McDavid was nowhere to be seen. Like, where are you guys? Where are you guys? Chasson is like a goddamn pylon. He's a goddamn plug in front of the net. He's a buffoon there. He's a goddamn buffoon. I don't know what he's doing there, but he's there. I don't know why. We barely, like, I wish we played Yamamoto more on the power play. Yamamoto got a minute of power play time, which is stupid. And how Chasson gets almost 6 minutes of ice time, it's just beyond me. It is really beyond me that Dominic Cahoon gets more ice time than Kailer Yamamoto on the power play. It's stupid. I think Yamamoto or get James Neal back in the lineup. I think James Neal would be a perfect guy to throw up on that power play and to get us working a little bit here. That power play was a gong show last night. Also, then, of course, we ended off with Devin Shore getting the goal there on the shorthanded goal. But this game was just, it was upsetting. It was really upsetting to watch as an Oilers fan and knowing that all Oilers fans are going to be very upset. I was at my girlfriend's, of course, is why the video is late. And when I watch it by myself, I feel like, yeah, this is shitty. But when I'm watching it with people and I'm knowing that my team is getting their asses kicked, it's fucking embarrassing. It fucking honestly is. I don't want to see my team lose, and especially in that type of fashion. I'm hoping that the team does turn itself around, and I'm of course going to say the same thing that I said in the last episode. It's only the first 4 games in, and hopefully we can turn it around when we go up against the Montreal Canadiens not the Montreal Canadiens, the Toronto Maple Leafs on Wednesday Night Hockey. So hopefully we can bounce back then, but man, this team needs to step it up, and we got to find a goalie. Mika Koskinen looks like he's getting tired out there. People are finding his weakness, which is his glove hand. His glove hand is absolute weak, and when he's going to get tired, that glove hand's going to get even weaker, and I don't know. I'm a little intimidated right now with this team. I feel like I'm at ease, but at the same time, I'm stressed about this team. This team is really worrying me going into this next game against the Toronto Maple Leafs because I have that belief that we could turn ourselves around. But, man, I don't know. I'm hoping the RNH, Draisaitl, and Yamamoto line goes together. I don't know why we ever disbanded that line. I think that line's going to be amazing. You throw Cahoon up on that first line and Puljujärvi. I think you've got a great top line. Especially, you got to get Cahoon going right now, too. Cahoon has been looking dead since practically game 1. Game 1 was his best game, and overall, I haven't seen Dominic Cahoon since. We got to see us step up from the Oilers' top 6. We got to see some kind of a shuffle. We got to see Baron Jones back in the lineup because the 5-on-5 was complete garbage, and especially against a team like a Toronto Maple Leafs, I think we need our best puck-moving defenseman at all goddamn times. So I'm going to end the video here, guys. I don't want to go in any more into this game. Also, the refs were complete garbage. That one call on McDavid that ended up being the Shea Weber goal, you're a joke. Honestly, ref, like, that was a joke of a call. There was no hook. There was no nothing, and it got called. So it honestly was a joke job by the refs, and I'm not blaming the refs on this loss because honestly we got multiple chances, as you guys see, 7 power plays to get the game winning, but we just we didn't do it. We didn't pull it in, and we got to play a lot better against the Toronto Maple Leafs. So I'm gonna end the video here, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Adios, amigos.